Hello there. I have a question for you today. Are you a poor person? And don't take offense to that question. I'm also poor. I'm broke as fuck. But the reason I'm asking this question is because we have no sympathy for rich people because their problems are not problems. They're just inconveniences that they can easily solve. And even if they have problems, most of the problems are not money problems, so we don't have sympathy for them. It's more psychology. But the thing about rich people also is that they have no sympathy for us as poor people or people with less money. Not poor, but social status and class and everything like that. They do not have sympathy for us, the rich, and we the poor, we don't have sympathy for them when rich people say they have problems or they try to explain the problems. So it got me thinking, if the rich don't have sympathy for the poor, and I'll explain why that is, and the poor don't have sympathy for the rich, then who gets our sympathy then? You know, that's what it got me wondering, like, who gets the sympathy? And I think the people that get it are kind people. And it doesn't necessarily depend on status, kindness, right? So kind people generally get our sympathy or empathy. But anyways, that's by the way. Now to explain why poor people don't sympathize with, sorry, rich people don't sympathize. So explain why rich people don't sympathize with poor people. That's because rich people have already made it. They probably was poor. Maybe they came for money. I'm not talking about that case. And even when they came from being poor and they made it to be rich, they understand how hard it is, and they know the work it requires to get to being a person of status or being rich. And they know that it is possible. So they're using their own experience to influence the way they think about every other poor person. Where, okay, if I as a poor person could make it to being rich, then you can make it if you actually try hard enough. So that's why they don't have sympathy, because if I can make it from being poor, then you can make it, then everyone can make it, then everyone else can make it. And that's for the poor, the rich people that got rich from hard work and every other thing. And for the rich people that were born into wealth, they don't have sympathy because they're fucking small, right? They don't have they don't have experience of being poor, so they think they don't have my sympathy too. Well, fuck them, you know what? I'm not gonna try to explain why, but I can get it if your frame of reference is being rich all the time and you have never experienced being poor, so you think, oh, well, they must be able to do something about it, like they can, but they don't have sympathy towards poor people, not necessarily. And if you're kind enough to kind of have the sympathy, you will do it in ways that also benefit you. And yeah, being kind is one of those ways. And also being kind is, it benefits other people and it benefits us also. And poor people don't have sympathy for the rich because their problems are not relatable to us poor people, and we cannot like get into the mindset of how, or the audacity of how you see such inconveniences as problems, and so you don't get our sympathies and all of that. Me as a poor person, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, and I think, yeah, poor people don't get sympathy, poor people don't get sympathy, and rich people don't get sympathy. So who gets it? Kind people do. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I realize in my previous videos I don't ask for your opinions, but and please subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. That's it for me. See.